This is Rohit Mondal from Alien Brains. Today I am going to show you something called error boundaries. So, what are error boundaries? It's a very important part of your web development because more often than not, you will see that sometimes you come across errors, and when you face an error, you will find that the screen crashes. Will see in our app there are a lot of things that we are going to put into it. So there are certain places where it might break, your UI might break. So isn't it a good thing, like if you keep something as a fallback? By fallback, what I mean is you will provide a different UI. Like you see something like something went wrong. Now what you do like more, like if it comes in a better way, if it looks nice, like something attractive that tells that something went wrong, you might have a better experience than the app crashing, and you will get to see different codes that you don't even understand, that the normal user, a normal user, he won't understand that whatever these codes, he would better, he would rather find a better UI as a fallback, more attractive. So this is what error boundary tackles in React. By this here I have my local server running. Let me move to my code. Look at the entry point. The entry point as usual is index.js, and you go to app.js, and in here what do you see? There is a code that says this is an example of error boundaries in React 16, blah 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 blah. And basically my, in my, as you saw in the local server, you could see something like a counter. So a counter is here. See, the counter is programmed to throw when it reaches 5. This simulates the JavaScript error in a component. So what have I done is this counter in here, if I go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see something went wrong. What happened? See, this is something you see, right? Which comes to your eyes and it's not attractive. But since it's in the don't worry, what I've made here is when I click on here, you will see something like this is where it went wrong and the other parts have been rendered correctly. So this is what I'm trying to tackle here. What I'm trying to tackle here is like this is something that went wrong. So only this part should be shown like something went wrong and the other part should be shown correctly. Uh, so how did I do it? See, I have something called a buggy counter. In buggy counter, what have I done? In general, it's a class component, and it has a state that is a counter of 0, and it see here what does it return? It returns a this.state.counter. Like when you saw 0, that 0 is actually this.state.counter. So clicking on it, this.handle click, clicking on it, what does it do? It sets the state, and the counter keeps on increasing. What have I done in my, see, this is something that I have done so that I can get an error. In your app, obviously, you won't put an error on your own. You wouldn't want that. So in here, what have I done? If my this.set.counter is equal to 5, so it will throw an error. Error in JavaScript, it will throw an error. So that's why you saw that my app was crashing. So, but when you saw that my app was crashing, however, after clicking that cross button right over there, I found it that my UI, wherever it went wrong, it only rendered that part. So how did I do this? You see in app.js, what have I done? I have taken the error boundary component. There is an error boundary component in here. I will explain it. And I have used that error boundary component and wrapped the buggy counter by it. So what does error boundary component do? It is a class component again, and it has a state, has error, and so on so on. So this static get derived state from error and component did catch. These two, this component did catch, these two do the trick right here. So this one, what does it do when there is an error in your component? See, this is the error boundary. So when it finds that there is an error in your children as in the one I wrapped it in, the buggy counter is the children for error boundary. So when there was an error, there was a component did catch which caught the error. and it set the state to error and info. In here, see, like the info, what does it have? A component stack. You could see the stack frames were wait, let me show you. You saw something like this. Stack frames were collapsed and all these things. Let's get back to the code. And in here, what have I done? See, uh, what have I rendered? When it is a when has error, at first has error is false, because when I first rendered my component, my entire app, there was no error, right? So has error was false. And what did it, when it is false, it will show the children as the buggy counter, and in my case my buggy counter is disruptor counter, which is 0. And when I get back here, so what do I do? How do I get my error? I do this, it goes to 5, something goes wrong, and something went wrong is rendered in place of children. And so basically what happens, component did catch, the get erased state from error, this is what catches the error, and it sets the has error to true, and component did catch puts the error and the various information that comes and puts it in the state. So in here you have this has error, it is true now, so that's why the error component is rendered. In my case, what is this error component? Something went wrong. This is where you use this as a fallback. So you can have something more attractive here, like a question mark, someone who is confused, like what's wrong, and those are, that's up to you. So make it as beautiful, as attractive as possible. So in here, other, that's all, means that's the basic concept. So what I have done here is, as I tried to show you, that sometimes the entire app must not be affected. Like some only one component fail, so that means your entire app will fail. It's right. It's wrong, right? It's wrong, right? Wow. So anyway, error boundary. So in here, how have I done this? So this buggy counter, for this case, when one of them fails, the entire component fails, like your entire app. So when you saw here, when I did this, you see what happened? There were 2 zeros, but both of them went away and it showed only one. So that's because I rendered both of them under the same, rendered both the children under, wrapped both the children under the error boundary component. I can also separate it, like by using this, by using different wrappers. As simple as that. So in here, what will happen? You will click like this. Only one went wrong. You will click like this. Only one of them goes wrong, and that is up to you how you wrap your component. And don't worry, like when this happens, this is something you are getting even after using error boundary. Is it so? Like, what is wrong here? There's nothing wrong here. Actually, like when you are in your development server, this will show. But when you go to the deploy it and in your production, this doesn't show. Only this part, this will be shown, but that screen won't be shown. You can be sure about that. If you're not sure, deploy your app on Heroku or Netlify. There are many more, and you can see there. So I think that's enough, and you should actually try it out. Try to you can go to your go to the React docs and read through it. And that's all for today. Thank you. Hope you like the session, and do like, share, and subscribe.